Hi there, it's Janice Thomson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. And just bear with me, I may have to start this again. I'm just going to have a wee look at my settings. I think we're okay. So if I'm crafting at a different time, well, I'm going live at a different time, just bear with me to find my channel so that I can speak to you. Hey, I've no idea if anyone else will join me. So for the moment I've not put my main light on, so you will get shadows. However, I thought I'll put the desk lighting on once I've unwrapped everything, and that way you won't get that awful glare. And I'll just turn the fan down a little bit, but I can't turn it off altogether. It's just too hot. So it's just a bit hot for me to sit out at the moment. I just came in to have a break from the heat. Unbelievable melting here in Scotland, which is fairly rare, which is why we struggle with it. So anyway, that's enough about me. I have received this suite today and other things, but I kind of thought I'm just going to highlight one at a time because it gets a bit overwhelming, even for me. So this is the Autumn Toile Suite. The autumn one, it's not far away, it's just round the corner. These are in the new September to December mini catalogue, which I do have copies in the house, and I am preparing to send out copies of this catalogue to my existing customers. And so if you have bought from my online shop within the last 9 months, I'll automatically send you out one. And if you've bought a class in that time scale, then you will automatically get one. Other than that, I'm more than delighted to send it to you if you would like one, but if you would just get in touch, email, Facebook message, Instagram message, whatever, and I'll be happy to send one out to you, as long as you're in Europe. Right, so that's the sort of business side out of the way. Let's play. So this whole suite comes with 2 stamp sets, 2 die sets, some really interesting dots, and some interesting ribbon. So I did show the papers the other day there on the live, where I showed all the papers that are included in my paper share. I'm just snipping that also. We'll give you a quick, and then I will try a bit of stamping with this. I do love autumn, and I love all the autumn colours, and of course I've opened this upside down, but hey. It's got some lovely stripes. There's upside down fox there, and another upside down fox. So you get 3, I think it's 4 double-sided patterns, and you get 3 of each. So we've got upside down pumpkins and acorns. So if you're here, just come in and get a seat by the aircon, the fire, whatever floats your boat today. I couldn't sit by a fire today. And this gorgeous trees. I had to have this suite the moment I saw it. Of course, I could have done that for you, couldn't I? I think the heat's fried my brain. I just needed a wee quiet time. As soon as I saw it, I just had to have it, Pauline. I do like all the autumn things. Excuse me. I'm just kind of letting everyone get a closer look at the products so that if you're on the fence about it, you can see it. I mean, I know in the UK we don't really send happy autumn or things like that, but any birthdays are at this time of year, thank you cards, anniversary, all that. And well, do you know, some of us are in the autumn of our years. The autumn of our youth, that's what I used to say. This is lovely. Quite textural. What's it called again? Irregular weave trim, and it is. It's almost like a lace. It's lovely. Again, until you see these things, you don't know. And then these lovely streaked dots. I'll pop them to the side. Autumn trees, what it says on the box. 2 different types of trees, a stag, some foreground bouldery things, and then this I think is to add more texture to the tree, but it might just even be used as a kind of like a splatter stamp, I think. And it is red rubber, and that's huge, that stamp, that tree. That's what I'm going to stamp with today. I'll let you have a quick look. This one is also red rubber cling, and we've got the acorn in the tree and the pumpkins, and then some nice lovely sentiment. Blessed to have you in my life. Autumn wishes, grateful for you, thanks, you're simply the best. Who's going to start better than all the rest? Who's going to start singing? Yeah. Autumn trees dies. We'll have a quick look in at the dies and get rid of these glary. And before I stamp, remind me to put the lights on, because that cuts the shadows so that when I'm stamping you'll see better what I'm doing. Kind of, I don't have direct sunlight into this room. Well, I do first thing in the morning. So there we have. So we've got a textural part to the tree die and an outline die, and then we've got this little foreground with 2 deer. I call them mummy and baby, but you know, you can decide for yourself. Then you've got extra texture which you can cut out and then sit on this part of there, and then we've got sort of shrub type. It's a tree but it's a smaller. Then you've got this, will cut out the stag if you stamp it, and these are outlines for the foreground. So really, really nice dies. I just love the size of the tree, it's just great. It's great. A mighty oak, I think. Indeed. So if you've come in, do say hello. Hi Lanny, you're on your way to work. I know it's just a different time for me. However, I have a hair appointment at the time I would normally go live, so my hair badly needs a cut, so that's that. And then the other die set is amber autumn dye, so let's have a quick look. Thank you, Lanny. Have a good day at work, and thank you for saying hello. Oh yeah, this has got the lovely detail, textural background dye, and it's oak leaves. Isn't that gorgeous? It would be such a simple card to use that. And it actually comes, I forgot to say, this part of this suite is this gorgeous, gorgeous earth and tone metallic sheet. You get 3 foil sheets. It's gorgeous. I'm not using it today, I don't think. Well, no, I'm not. But these are just lovely. I'm just desperate to stamp. Hi Heather, in you come. I'm just going to get a sheet and I'm going to stamp. And it'll either work or it won't. You know the old story. I've not played yet, so of course I've not put these on yet or anything. I've not done any of that. I just opened and I was like, I want to play. So I need to find my big block. Where are you, big block? Because that's not big enough. Oh, do you know what we'll do? Yes, look, it's just narrow enough to go on here. Well, what I'll do now is sort the lights out. So I've not even put the stickers on, but I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'll bring this light down and then put the filler one on. It just cuts the shadows a bit, I think. Oh. Oh, it's because I had my arm up there, right. Oh, we need to carve, that's what, all that glare. Right, this is me, I don't know about anyone else, but come autumn I start stamping on very vanilla. However, I'm going to just mix that up for myself. I've got a sheet of soft sea foam here. Let's stamp on that, just because it's there. And I pull out some early espresso, pecan pie, mossy meadow. So we're going for the neutrals just now. Take care. Have a good day at work, Lanny. I may bring in other colours. I don't know at the moment. I don't even, do you know, I'm just slowly working this out. Okay. And breathe. So I think it's a good plan to use the largest stamp first. And then we'll see how many of them we can get on here. Not a lot. We'll just plain and simply just stamp it with early espresso. Scissors away. I'm sort of inspired by the paper, just to do a kind of toile-ish look. We'll just start off with one here anyway. Or shall we go? Oh, no, let's do that. Plonk it in the middle. So how are you ladies today that are on the live? Are you all struggling with the heat as well? What a beautiful tree. Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah, that's why I've come to my craft desk with the fan on. I've actually had quite a busy and productive morning, and I've been out. I've even done I've done loads of admin. I've been out and taken the post away, and I've done what have I done? Shopping. Food shopping. Yeah, I've got my fan. I have put it down slowly. That tree is just everything I hoped it would be and more. Well, you're quite far south as well, Pauline. My brother lives in Clapton, and is it Clapton by or Gordano, or in Gordano, something like that. That's Somerset, I think. Well, it's very near Somerset, but it's not. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Where can I lay this for it to clear up later? Okay. And I think we'll just see what other stamps we're going to just play. As I say, I just need to find out what these stamps do before I kind of start thinking about what I'm actually going to make. Oh, who doesn't love this gorgeous wee deer? And this, let's see if we can fit this tree in a wee bit, and then we'll then start doing a bit of foreground. Need a bigger block. Yeah, I think I'm needing to do a bit more cleanup. I was really intending to be at my desk this afternoon to clean up, and then I just start crafting again. What am I like? I think we'll bring the pecan pie in now and see what happens. So see, from this, then I'll know what I like for other cards. Aren't they just gorgeous trees? Right, so I've used that one. I need to write that. Let's put some deer in, and then we can then ground them with some of these boulders. And I don't have round wiggle, and I see other people do great things with it, but I never really at the beginning saw possibilities, and now I do. Now I see them all. I wonder whether to bring in crumb cake. I don't know if it's too light or not. We'll do one and then we'll see. Too light. Or is he? I don't know, maybe not. Because we can always add some colour with some pens and things. Let's add them in here just now. Hi Ruthie, yeah, I couldn't wait until I play with this. And the die cuts are going to be just as much fun, aren't they? Because then you've got the whole family. To ground them a wee bit. Let's see, I've only just opened it. I'll just add in some green here. As I say, this is me just trying to find out what the stamps actually do. Yeah, we know they stamp. You know what I mean? It can look like he's way behind. Then I'll power wash, right that up, because I stamped off. I just want to try all the stamps out. They're all out, Janice. So we've got that one, and the other one. I don't keep the rubbers around, but you can. Lots of people do. Oh, there's my big block. Oh, lo and behold, I hadn't put away a stamp I used yesterday. Oh dear. Right. How are you, Ruthie? It's just beautiful, isn't it? Where am I going to put this? As I say, until I know what they all... Oh yeah, look at these boulders. It gives it some foreground, this one, doesn't it? Craft a lunch averted, just for the moment. Now this is just like the wee tips of some grass. Oh yeah, just kind of round the base of the tree, look. It does ground the tree a lot more, doesn't it? Don't make me nervous. I'm on the big screen. Oh no. This needs a bit more. Maybe I should have done the deer darker and done them differently. I'm not quite sure here. You could even make a background then add the deer with die cuts. Because that tree there looks like it's floating, but then you've got this scene which looks different. So it's... I've got inky all over my hands now, so that's me. Really, I love this bit here. I think I might need a darker deer to the front here. I think I'll go back in with the boulders in a minute, but let's try this textural. Yeah, see it just adding a bit more texture in the tree. That's cool. Serene. I just watched your live from today. Love what you did there with that set, and I really had not seen the possibilities in that set for myself, and now you've sold it to me. Right, so that tree looks like it's floating. That won't do. That's not good. So let's... I'll just stick with the mossy made. Of course you can bring in lots of colours. I think we'll just ignore that, dear, and bring in just what I'll do in a minute is stamp him a bit darker. Where are all the blocks going? Do you know what? I'm the head crafter in this craft room, and I really could do with an assistant who, you know, like a head chef, as somebody that clears the decks and washes up and puts things back where he needs them. Well, that's crumb cake. That's not what I'm after. Whew. Just dipped my finger in early espresso. Oh, that looks better, doesn't it? It's like cover. We could go in with a pen and strengthen them up, or if you were doing it on a card, you could use die cuts. Let's just have another. There's a whole herd on the loose here. I deliberately did these at different heights just so that I could get an idea of how the perspective would look if I was stamping something. So oh, I thought I have lost one of the wee feet on my glass mat, and I thought I've sorted it, but I haven't. It's not quite lost its wobble. What do you think? What else do we need here? Are we done? I've certainly used every stamp. Just wondering about the texture. How would you? I want to know, does it? So you could have a windy day and you could have the leaves blowing around. I just did that just till I see what. I might just bring in some brushes and a pen. I think I might need to close some of these just because you know why. So I'm just thinking, that's all. I'm just thinking. Can you hear? Let's see what I'm going to do is cut first. It won't all be, I won't use the full length of each one. I think I might cut them down to be normal, just normal size cards. I'm just trying to work out where to cut at the moment. And then I might add more to each one. But we're keeping the whole tree because we are. If we brought that, so that 9.7 down to 14. That just then I will add a layer onto these. Let's just cut them all down. I think, yeah. It's going to make them all the same size, but you'll see the different, pardon me, from the different heights of the trees. Actually ended up cutting that doubtful deer. That's actually good because he's just kicking in now and you can see him. Right. Let's cut a bit off here, so a lot of the foreground won't be in this one. But then I could use that panel and pop some deer on it. Oh dear. What's making me think now? I would like is, yeah, that one's okay. Maybe I could have chopped the top of that tree off and done it that way. I don't know, but this is the way I did it, so that's just, it's done now. I kind of knew what I wanted and then I didn't. Hi Shaz! I'm gonna have a wee drink. Oh, that's better. Now, I've got some two-tone here. I'm a bit short of greens. That's my next job, is to stock up my greens. And possibly our espresso's running low as well. So yeah, just having a play. I'll make these into cards and I might just go, I might just die cut the wee deer thing for the foreground of some of these just to see. But I need to, I'll make these up first as basics and then we can add from the dies to add to the scene. Yeah, what do you think? Can I get that off there? Bring that out. This is Old Olive because I was kind of thinking I need to stock up before I start my Christmas crafting, and you use a lot of green at Christmas time. So. Oh look, crafting lunch happening all over the place here. Right. I need 3, oh dear me. This 14.4, I need 3, so we'll just cut that strip off there. Because I've no doubt I'll be using the rest for other things. 9.1, and the early espresso is now on the floor. I seriously need a craft room assistant. They'd have to be very, very patient and very, very quiet and not talk back. So really, I probably just need a robot, don't I? So see, I'll probably, this is just me, that very first play, I'm not sure if I'm in love with it or not, with my stamping. I'm in love with the stamp set. I've just not, getting all the ideas coming yet. There were loads of ideas in my head when I first saw it and while I was waiting for it to arrive. But they've sort of left the building at the moment, but they will come back, they will come back. But let's just see what this, does first. So you have the choice, you can use the light side or the dark side. Just should that, oh, do you know what I'm thinking? Before I stick them down, let's get a bit of die cutting in and see what we, I just think that would be wiser. Right, which one are you? Are you the one with the deer or are you the one with the... Yeah. So, this is the one that I like the best. I just love that. I'm just thinking that we can get well, it will go that way, won't it? So that can be in the front. So we need maybe, oh, we don't want green deer, do we? Oh dear, dear, we don't. Right, so we'll cut that in. What scraps have I got? Oh look, here's a little bit of early espresso. I think that tie in with the card base, so right. That would work. Wait, where's my machine? Next problem. that's got kicked under the bed. I know I had one. And I've got a big one, but I just thought a little one. Ho, ho, ho. Okay. Right, so I need to trim this because I'm using this die. So I don't want huge. So it needs to be 9.7. Let's cut it to 10.1 wide because we can then trim it which way we want it. That'll give us a bit of playability, and then I don't want it too high. So how wide is that already? So I want something that's cut this to 5 centimeters. I'll cut that one to 4.5, and that one I don't know what size it is. We'll just try them and see. Then you do have the Adventure Away set as well, so that you can do foreground with as well. So yeah. So if I put that across there, with a bit, well, I can always trim it. Let's give it. I find sometimes if I use the grey plate, I usually can get traction right away. It's just I'm going to have to bring it back there. Right. So there's quite a lot of people here, but not a lot of people said hello. So please, if you've come, do come in and, well, if you're in Scotland, you want it, that's not cut right through, has it? Right, well maybe pop that through again then. Maybe find the other plate. Where is the one I had to stamp on it anyway, didn't I? That's why I couldn't find it. That has, oh, it's jumped now. It hadn't cut right through, and sometimes if you use the grey plate, it doesn't, but if you use your 2 clear plates, you're okay. So it's just, this is just me letting you see what this, well, some of what it does. So isn't that gorgeous? That's pretty fab, isn't it? Now you can stamp, you know, like the boulders and things, you can stamp them, and there's dies to cut them too, so you could, you know, use your dies for quite a lot of foreground as well. That moved. Doesn't want to go now. There's another one. Let's cut one more. It is beautiful, isn't it? Let me just go back and look. Look, see, the robot hasn't arrived, so we've got dirty stamps everywhere here now. Right, there is this deer. I don't know what if it would be better stamped, but let's just cut him out anyway, because this is really an outline die, but I want to just see what it's like. Why is it you've got scraps of everything until you need something? Not even just got a bit of cupcake or... Oh, here we are. Just thought maybe sorry for the rough tearing. I just... because I think I can stamp on it and then cut it, but if not, I'll try again. It just depends how detailed it looks when it... Right, so who's already ordered this? Who's got it on their wish list? Obviously, it needs stamped first. So where's the deer stamp going? Dear, where are you? Lining up's not always easy, but let's just... I don't know how much you can see, because I really don't like having machines on my desk when I'm filming, but needs must sometimes. And I will get just a bit of washi tape from somewhere. Here's one. And just take your time to get it measured up. We'll just do one, but then it lets you see how it looks when it comes out. And let's just play now. Let's take this away for a wee while. Let's put the dies away before we lose them, because you know that can happen. And I will make up. So there's just so much in here, it's just fabulous. And look at that. Oh, I'll have a die cutting day soon, for afternoon, and just... Right, get comfy and let's assemble and see where we go. See, that's going to get lost there, but that's okay, because then we can bring that one in. I've only got 2 card fronts now. I made 3. Here it is. It's so typical, isn't it? But then what you can do here is, if you don't, you know, I've got these guys, but we could have these two just there like that. So I could snip them off, or just cut that very, very thinly. What do you think? Let's try for this one. Cut it very, very thinly there. Can I do that? Of course I can. Our trimmers are fantastic. Aren't you a clever wee trimmer? I'm going to actually, what I'm going to do here is chop the bits off that one. Chop its bits off. No laughing, girls, no laughing. Actually, that one just works quite well. Now we can of course put sentiment or something on there. Right, let's close the ink just now. Does she bring in and give the scene a bit of a sky? You know, I would have to get my blending brush out. And then the green, the tree needs a bit more green, doesn't it? Should have another. That's right. Oh, I'll just use this one then. This is one of the new ones. But we'll be doing lots of green in the future. So I'm going to, I've got that one now. This time, instead of doing blending on the tree, I'm just gonna, I think they call that kind of stippling. And then you could ink in the trunk if you want as well. Or could just grab a pecan pies and just basically use the light. I don't want to lose the stamping, that's why. I'm not really into see-through trees. That's a bit okay, isn't it? What a shame you're going. I think I might just stick this on. Bit of glue on the stones and a wee dab on each deer, just so we can hold it down. Actually, it's okay like that. Yeah, this craft room needs a bit of TLC. I'm needing to do a bit of servicing, cleaning things. Okay. So don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and if you're watching on replay, a comment as well, and hopefully if you're here on the live you will chat. The interaction really helps with the algorithms, whatever they might be. They're all just words to me, but it means that my videos get suggested to people more often, so that new people see them. You don't want to keep it secret, do you? So if you know anyone who might enjoy this sort of thing that I do, or they might like to have a look and see if what I do works for them. My style of crafting isn't for everyone. Some people like to just see things already measured and worked out and like precise, and that's not what happens here. I'm more about encouraging you to play with your toys. Now the other thing I could have done there was tie some of that lovely ribbon. Where is it? Somebody stole, let's see. You could easily add extra texture here. In actual fact, we can just add it because we don't need to tie it. I'll just make it up as I go along, Heather. But you are one of the most beautiful stampers I've ever seen. Your one sheet wonders are beautiful, always. So we just add now. I did have glue dots before I came live, so here's hoping. Glue dots are really good for sticking ribbon. And take your pick tools are really good for. You can use seal works, but I've none left. But there's always more than one way to do things. Somebody just put that glue back. Was it just the glue that fell? Now what I was looking for were the dimensionals, and they're here. Why is that not in the scrap box? Okay. We'll put him on with a dimensional on his belly. And that bit of ribbon kind of grounds him as well. We might want to put a little sentiment on there at a later date, I don't know. That's one card. What do you think? Does that work? Okay, so then this one we were gonna still have these guys peeking out if we put this on really low. So it still needs a bit, it can't just be, you need to put a bit of sky think this time I'll use the textural stamp and just do a bit more green here. Build it up a wee bit. So there are lots of ways to colour things up. That just so. Now this time I have an idea. If I, yeah, I have an idea, but I've not talked it out loud yet. I'm using the dark side of the old olive as my frame. Yeah. Oops. But I'm going to stick this right to the bottom of the frame. I was going to cut the bits off, wasn't I? But I've changed my mind again. I'm a lady and it's my prerogative to change my mind, isn't it? That's what they say, isn't it? Oh, no, it has to go over there, Janice. Because it's that exact width. I feel like I want to have a deer standing on that boulder though. The monarch of the glen. So I'll probably ruin the whole card with this, but I'm going to wipe that off because it's going to have halo because I had tapped it too deeply. I tell my ladies, that's as heavy as you need to go, and then I go and spoil it all. Right, now can I manage to get his feet right there? This will either make it or break it. See, missed, but we can deal with that in a minute. He's floating. I'm not entirely happy, so what I think I'll do, and this is how it goes when you're, when you're planning and designing, some things you think will work and then they don't. But I think if I could see where I put the stamp, where did I put it?